Welcome to the start of the final week of Pokemon Emerald. I've stocked up my bag with some items. I haven't really sold any of our balls or our TMs just because I'm not sure if I'm going to want to return to this. And of course I don't want to sell things that I can't get back. I can get balls back, but yeah. So, here we are, stocked up with only 20 Hyper Potions, 26 full restores. It could be a little rough, but I think we're gonna make it through. You know what? I was gonna do this whole thing where I went and I was like, oh yeah, on video, I'm gonna do all the vitamins. I know they're useful and I know they're good, but I think since we're doing this short term in a single player setting, it's best if we sell them. I will use the rare candies after I buy some stuff, but I think that is... Oh, don't sell that. I think that is the best decision. Aside from the PP up, I may have accidentally sold the PP max. I don't think I did. But we are going to use the PP up. So that, actually... let's see, what do we want to use that on? That's the question. And then, I also have my 2 rare candies that are going to go to 2 different mons. I think we're gonna put that on... Oh, it's tough. I'm between Earthquake and Blaze Kick. I think I'm gonna do Blaze Kick, just... Oh, not that. Just because... I think that's gonna be the best move to do that on. For the rare candies, as you can see, as you saw, there was a bit of grinding. This is now our level 50 team. We've had some move changes. Nagai knows Water Pulse now instead of Rock Smash. Buff Puff knows some whatever Psychic TM. I think it was just Psychic. I don't know. Instead of Body Slam. So that's a thing. Nagai is definitely having the roughest time being down there in levels. I think we're going to give her one of the rare candies. And then just because of how useful he's going to be in the first 3 battles, I'm thinking giving Aleph the last rare candy. But, that's tough because, I mean, there's going to be stuff that I'm going to want Sky and Buff Puff for. I should mention the Champions Mons are almost level 60 as well, so that could be a little bit rough if we're not leveling up much, so we're going to hope for the best. I'm also going to disable my speed up once I'm done with this. You know what? I think we'll do Sky. We'll do Sky. We'll give it to Sky. Here we go. Now, I'm not going to bother organizing my bag right now as much as it's going to bother me to not do that. Options, input, use, config 3. That's the one where I use my stick, right? Yeah, okay. Don't want to use that yet. Right, config 2. Let me just... No speed up? The way I'm planning to format these episodes is 2 Elite Four members, 2 Elite Four members, and then the champion. Things get rough against the 3rd Elite Four member, though. Well... we might have trouble even with Jay on our team. Beyond this point, only those trainers who have collected all the gym badges are permitted to enter. Trainer, let us confirm that you have collected all 8 gym badges. Trainer, believe in yourself and your Pokémon, and go forth! As you can see, there's no turning back now. You only get the 6 Pokemon that you bring in with you, and the items that you have left, that I forgot to buy more of. I am dumb! Oh well! Oh well. That's fine. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, Let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. Elite Four, Sydney. Sydney is starting things off with, I don't have movesets up because, yep, thank you, Cerebi. Thank you, Cerebi. Thank you, Cerebi. Oh boy, I have to pull this up. I thought I had it up. I had Cerebi up. That's not the one. That's not the one. Isn't that a great way to start off? Oh well. So, speaking of starting off, Sydney begins the battle with a Mightyena, level 46 Dark-type, Intimidate for the ability with no held items. It knows the moves Crunch, Takedown, Sand Attack, and Roar. Sydney's theme, if you couldn't tell by the Mono Dark-type, is Dark-types. So, hopefully that extra 2 PP on Blaze Kick will matter. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll have to see. So you might think I'm a little over-leveled, but like I said, the Champion's Mons are nearly level 60. So things could definitely get rough there, even at this level, if we're not careful. They also all carry, I believe, 4 full restores. If you want to avoid the full restores, just, damage them enough that you can take them out, that they're not gonna be in item range, kind of like I did totally accidentally there. Damage them enough that they're not in range to do items, but that you can just kick them in one shot the next time. So yeah. Next up, he is sending in... Sorry about that. Next up, he's sending in one of 2 grass types, making Aleph even more useful. He is sending out his... Did that say Shiftry? It did say Shiftry, okay. Grass Dark type, level 48, Chlorophyll, Torment, Double Team, Swagger, Extra Sensory. It's interesting, because it doesn't have a single Dark type move. We can, however... Nope, okay. I was gonna say we can be super effective with Fire type, but, I mean, you know... There we go. I don't think we're gonna one-shot, unless we get a crit. It is high crit ratio. Nope, don't even need the crit. Okay. Next up is his Ace coming out already. It is a level 49 Absol with the Pressure ability. It is a Dark type, and it holds a Citrus Berry. It knows the moves Aerial Ace, Rock Slide, Swords Dance, and Slash. Don't let this thing go for too long. It will end your run in the first fight. I think Aleph is going to be our best bet, even though Double Kick is the only fighting move we have. Well, it's the best fighting move we have. Not the only, because we could, I think, technically do Rock Smash, but no. Absolutely not. Yeah, so... Aleph is pretty much just going to be sweeping through, except for... I was going to say except for one Mon, but next up he's sending in Crawdaunt, level 48, Water Dark type, Hypercutter ability, Surf, Swords Dance, Strength, and Facade. Definitely another Mon that you do not want to be on the wrong side of. I think I'm going to put Nagai in here. I think Nagai should be able to handle this. I don't have, you know, the perfect outs to everything and the whatnot, but you know what? I think Nagai's going to do just fine. Alright, I don't like that Swords Dance. I think what we're gonna do is... Headbutt and just try and get flinches off. Alright, well, now we're good to Strength. It's not full restore range. That should take him down. Yeah! Last but not least, his final Mon is Cacturne, level 46 Grass Dark type, Sandveil for the ability. With the moves Leech Seed, Feint Attack, Needle Arm, Cotton Spore, and no held item. Isn't that nice? Isn't that great? So, I think that Nagai should be able to pretty much deal with this thing. He's going for Cotton Spore. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. As long as Strength doesn't low roll here, we're good. And... Elite Four Sydney. Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun. So it doesn't matter. There's a flea on my arm. Well, listen to what this loser has to say. You've got what it takes to go far. Now go on to the next room and enjoy your next battle. I guess we'll do what he says. Also, because it's Gen 3, you can't sprint indoors. Well, I can't, like, excitedly run to the next room, but it's fine, because I totally wouldn't anyway. Speaking of anyway, next up. I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre. While I trained, I gained the ability to commune with Ghost-type Pokémon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokémon is extremely tight. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokémon. I can read, but next up, I forgot to put Jaws in the front like I wanted to. Elite Four Phoebe, as she implies, is a Ghost Trainer, beginning with a level 48 Dusclops, Mono Ghost type, Pressure for the ability, and it knows Shadow Punch, Confuse Ray, Curse, and Protect. Aleph can do some damage, but I think that the clear, obvious choice for this particular trainer is probably going to be to spam Crunch. Yeah, that's perfectly understandable. I get why you did that, Phoebe. I'm upset that you did. You know, you could have not used Protect. Hey, we didn't even one-shot. That's disappointing. I also have to conserve my move usage because I don't have a super crazy amount of PP restoring items. That is a curse on Jaws. We're going to have to switch out and then back. Next up is Bayonet, and there are 2 Bayonets, both of which are level 49. Ghost type Insomnia. They both know Shadow Ball, but aside from that, their movesets are completely different. Neither of them have held items, neither of them are her ace. Oh, I actually can't send in Sky because, yeah, that's too much of a risk. Guess, in goes Buff Puff. Why not? Why not? Alright, so, like I said, there's no way to actually tell which Bayonet. Yeah, no, and they're both female. So there is no way to tell which Bayonet is which. We're just gonna go for Psychic. Ah, this is the one with Facade, which means that its other moves are Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. Fittingly, we also went for Psychic and got a crit. Alright. Yeah, full restore. What a shock. We have quite a few of those ourselves, though. Along with a few revives. 6 to be exact. I was gonna buy, like, 3 more, because that's normally what I do, is bring in a team and a half's worth of revives. I'm gonna hope that doesn't... That was a crit. I saw that coming from a mile away. I was hopeful that it wouldn't do that, and then it did. That's nice. That's nice. What a shock. Water Pulse should do the trick. It's the only thing Nagai can hit with. Oh, well, they're confused, but that doesn't matter because I'm playing against Pokemon AI. Unless it actually hits it. That'd be an amazing way to defeat the first Bayonet. Okay. Cool. And the second Bayonet is same type, same level, no held items, same ability, but it knows Shadow Ball, Grudge, Will-O-Wisp, and Feint Attack instead. Gonna drop Jaws back on in. Throw the big shark fish thing into the water, or into the ghost, as it were. Are we gonna one-shot the Bayonet? We absolutely are! That's fantastic! Next up is Sableye! Dark Ghost type! Yawning is great! Keen Eye for the ability, no held item, level 50. With the move Shadow Ball, Double Team, Nightshade, and Feint Attack. So the big thing to note about Sableye and its type combination is that prior to the introduction of Fairy type, and possibly also some type rebalancing changes that were done. I don't know. Sableye has no weakness. Fun fact. So, nothing is super effective on it. Which is why Showdown, prior to Gen 6, won't let you use a Sableye with Wonder Guard and Hack Mons. Although Wonder Guard is, I'm pretty sure it's just banned in Hack Mons. But even before then, Sableye specifically, it was banned on because Forest Dwarf Scream. Because, you know, you're invincible. Well, technically, status damage, but like, you're invincible. But I don't think the Sableye is going to give us much trouble. I think it's just going to be a bit of a pain. And then we should be good to wrap things off for the episode. But her final mon is a second Dusclops. This time it's going to be level 51. Still Mono Ghost, still just has pressure for the ability. This time holding a Citrus Berry. And it knows the moves Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. So, yeah, definitely gonna stumble on this thing if you're not careful. Luckily, I think we can just take it with Crunch. And the next few battles are where things might get a little rough for this team, but for now, we just have to take an Earthquake and... Nope, because it crits. Because of course it does. Okay. Earthquake this, my guy. Even though you have two moves that are super effective on a flying type. But that's fine. We're not gonna lose here, are we? There's no way we lose here. There's no way we lose here. Okay, well, we're losing a third mon. That did way less than I wanted it to. How? Why? Why does it just keep critting? Also, it having pressure means that the longer I have to battle this thing, the worse it gets. Alright, we're going Panic Button just so we don't lose 5 mons here, because I only have 6 revives. Yeet. I almost used Extreme Speed. That wouldn't have been very good. Because that Ice Beam might be worrying even for Jay. Who is actually getting close to a level up. Oh, darn. I've gone and lost. There's a definite bond between you and your Pokémon, too. I didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep. I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead. Move to the next room.